Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the second part of your Fundations lesson for today. We're going to start with some word talk today, and we're going to start with our words of the day that we've already done. So we have done the word jobs. We actually did it yesterday. So we have job, job. And remember, if we have the suffix at the end, we always read the base word first, and then we just add the S on at the end. We do not tap it out. We don't tap out the S. So we have job and then jobs, okay? And the word jobs actually makes a Z sound, jobs, okay? All right, now we're going to try some other words of the day, just sounding them out, okay? Ready? Miss. Now, I hope you remember, but what are these called when we have that double letter at the end? It's called a bonus letter. Great job. Okay, then we have, ready? Fill. Great job. And we could always add an S to any of these words, but these are old word of the day cards. Then we have, ready? Thick. Great job. And right here we have a CK digraph. And we have a TH digraph at the beginning. Okay, next one. We have quick. So we have the QU, which makes one sound, and then we have the CK digraph at the end. Great job. All right, boys and girls, now we are going to, I'm going to have you get your letter boards out. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video for a minute and get your letter boards out. So I pulled up just a picture of what it should look like on your letter board, and we are going to practice identifying some sounds together and then building some words. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video so you don't get behind. And whenever you're ready, you can press play. Okay, so first, I'm going to highlight it after you answer it. So I would like you to go ahead and pull the letter down when I say it. So I'm going to give you a sound, and I want you to pull the letters down onto the bottom of your whiteboard that make that sound. So I want you to think, what says ol? What letter says ol? What letter says ol? Go ahead and pull that down. If you chose L, that is correct. I'm going to highlight it to show that we already did it. So L says ol. Great job. Okay, next sound. What letter says B? What letter says B? Can you pull that down to the bottom of your board for me? What letter says B? If you said B, that is correct. B says B. Great job. Okay, next one. What letter says Z? What letter says Z? Now, this one was a tricky one. If you said Z, you are right. But if you said S, you are also right, because this week we are learning that the S at the end of a word also can make the Z sound, like in bugs. Okay, so now from now on, if I ask you what makes the Z sound, you should pick S and Z. They both can make the Z sound. All right, let's do another one. What letter makes the sh sound? What letter makes the sh sound? If you chose SH, you are correct. SH says shh. Great job. Okay, so I would like you to put all of your letters back where they belong. And now we're going to practice building 4 words. And I want you to ask yourself, is there a suffix with this word? If there is a suffix, make sure you add it, okay? So the first word I would like you to build is the word fox. please build the word fox. So we have ox, fox. I want you to ask yourself, is there a suffix at the end of this word? So if we build fox, we should have F says F, O says aw, X says X. So the answer is no, there is no suffix at the end of this word. Okay, next word I would like you to build is the word nut. So, nut. Please build the word nut. So you should have N makes the sound, U says T says T. And the answer is no, this word does not have a suffix at the end. Okay, next word is the word tips. Tips. So, ip, tips. So you should have T says T, I says I, and P says P. And the answer is yes, this word does have a suffix because we have the S sound at the end. Tips. Great job. Okay, next word I would like you to build, this is the last word, is the word calls. Like, she calls me over. Calls. So, k, all, call. Please make the word calls. So we have C says k, A-L-L says all, and then the answer is yes, the word does have a suffix, calls. Great job. Okay, next thing I would like you to do is please get out your composition book, and we are going to do a page in your composition book. Okay, boys and girls, so you should have your composition book open. Just go to the very next blank page. They're all the same, so it doesn't really matter. Just don't skip any pages. We are going to do 3 sounds, 2 review words, 2 current words, 2 trick words, and 1 sentence, and then we will be done for the day. Okay, so 3 sounds I would like you to write down. The first sound I would like you to write down is what letter says Z. We just talked about this. What letter, I could say, what letters say Z. Write down all of the letters that make the sound Z. Okay, and we should have written down, let me change to my pen. You should have written down S and Z. They both can make the Z sound. The second sound I would like you to make is what letter says, what 2 letters or letter combinations say W? What letters say W? There's actually 2 different ones that make the W sound. So the first sound that says W is W by itself. But if you remember from our digraphs, we also have WH that says W. Okay? And for number 3, please write down what letter says R. What letter says R? If you wrote down R, you are correct. Letter R says R. Great job. Okay, now let's go to our review words. I would like you to build the word fall. So, all, fall. We have F, whoopsies, F, and then we have our glued sound A, L, L. And that should be boxed in. And you should also have a star above for your bonus letter. Okay, next one, please build the word ham. Please build the word ham. So, am. So we have H, and then we have A-M, our glued sound A-M. And we're going to box those up. Great job. Okay, now we're going to practice two current words. So these will be words with the suffix S. Please build the word socks. Like, please get rid of your dirty socks. So we should have S. O says aw. And then we have our digraph CK that says k. Sock. That's our base word. And then we're going to add the suffix S to make it mean more than one. So I'm going to circle my suffix. Please do that with me. And scoop your base word sock. Great job. Okay, second word I would like you to build is the word bells, like jingle bells. So B-L, bell, and then add the suffix S. So we should have B says B, E is E, and then we have double L. Remember, when that vowel is lonely, we have double letter, S on the end to make it plural. Bells. And we're going to scoop the base word and circle our suffix. Great job. Okay, now we're going to practice our two new trick words this week, which are were and are. So let's do the word were. W, E, R, and E. Were. Now let's do the trick word are. A, R, E, are. Great job. Okay, now we have one sentence to practice together, and I would like you to write the sentence, did you get your socks? Did you get your socks? So we're going to start with a capital letter, capital D, did, id, that should be an I for I. Whoops. Did. Next word is you. That's one of our trick words. Y-O-U. Make sure your lowercase y goes all the way down to worm. Did you. Next word is get. G-et. Get. We should be able to sound that out. Lowercase g. Make a C. Then go plain down to worm and curl up. Did you get? Next word is your, which is also a trick word. So we're going to circle that. At the very end, I'll mark up my sentence. So you can either mark your sentence now, or you can wait until the end when I mark it with you. Did you get your? And last word is socks. And we just wrote socks. So even if you need to look up at the top, but we should be able to spell that perfectly since we just practiced it. So, sock. Whoops, sorry about that. My mouse goes crazy every once in a while. Did you get your socks? And then I want you to try and make a question mark the best you can. Kind of looks like a backwards letter F and then goes straight down, and then you put a little dot at the bottom. Let me erase this other dot. Because it's asking a question, we can't put a period. Okay, so did you get your socks? So we should circle you. That's a trick word. We should circle your, that's a trick word. And we should also scoop our base word sock, underline the digraph, and circle the suffix s. All right, boys and girls, that is all for today for your Foundations lesson. Have a wonderful day.